Good morning, everybody. So in today's video, we're going to be harvesting a lot of stuff out of the garden today. A lot of my peppers are ready. I'll show you here. A lot of my cucumbers are starting to die off. So I'm just going to check and see if there's any on there. A lot of my pepper plants, it's been really, really cold. And they're starting to die off. So I'm going to harvest the peppers that are on them. And we're going to harvest some potatoes today. Okay, so I'm just going to look at my cucumbers here. They've been dying off for the last week. I think I'm probably just going to pull them out today. There's a few little ones, but these have been this size for a week and a half. It's been getting quite cold here lately. And I think that they're just not producing anymore. So I'm just going to pick what's here. And then I'll probably pull out the plants on a different day. Yeah, like this little cucumber right here, if you can see this. This has been this size for almost a week and a half. So I think the cold nights here in Canada are getting to the plants. And so I'll just harvest these little ones here. And then I'm going to rip these out, I think. Okay, let's do some of the peppers. This is one of my red chili peppers. I think I'm going to harvest them while they're green here. And put them in with all the rest of my hot peppers that I've harvested. I have a bunch that are green and red. I'm also harvesting all of my bell peppers today. These are the best bell peppers I've ever grown here in Canada. I know they're fairly small to some of you guys, but to me these are huge from what I've been able to grow in the past. So I got a little bit of bug damage there. So for these, I'm just going to wash them and probably chop them up and put them in the freezer. It's been getting so cold at night, like 6 degrees Celsius here, which is super cold for this time of year. But it is what it is. I'm very happy that I've even gotten as much as I have. So to me, that's a win. I'm going to finish harvesting all the jalapenos as well. I've got a bunch on here. There are a lot more grown since the last time we harvested them for the hot sauce. I'm thinking I'm going to make some sort of jalapeno jelly. Be able to add to dishes. Look how big that one is. It's huge. I managed to grow so many more peppers than I ever thought I was going to ever be able to. Peppers don't grow super well in Canada. Well, not in the city that I live in. They are actually quite, we just don't get quite hot enough to get huge abundance of them, is mainly what it boils down to. Okay, let's go do some potatoes. Okay, so this is one of my potato beds. I've let it die back. I only have 2 bins of potatoes. I'm super curious to see how many I actually get out of this. I'm not sure it's going to be a ton, but we're gonna see. I'm not super good at growing potatoes. I mean, I'm getting there. Oh, that's a big one. That's nice. I'm just going to put them down here beside me here. I'll show you what we got when we're done here out of all of the potatoes, because we have, like I said, another bin to do. Some of these. If you remember correctly, if you watched the video where we planted these together, we layered these throughout the entire bin here. So I'm hoping we actually get quite a bit. So far, this is surpassing what I expected, so I'm kind of happy. These are yellow gold potatoes that I'm harvesting here. We're going to have to go all the way down to the bottom in this because we layered this so much. Another big one. Ooh, I'm kind of impressed with how many potatoes I'm getting and how big they are. There's a little baby one. Another big one. Dang. I'm just going to put some of this into the other bin over here that has nothing in it. To make it a little easier to work with. Oh, there's another one. This kind of makes me really happy. Oh. I'm liking the layering method. The layering method is making actually quite a bit of potatoes. Another one. Oh my gosh. I seen someone else on YouTube do a layering method, and I was like, oh, that looks like that would be successful. So that's the reason why I chose that method. I know some people only plant 1 or 2 potatoes per bin, but so far it's working pretty good. Little tiny baby one. Oh, I threw a potato. Oh my gosh. I'm getting so many potatoes out of this. Way more than I had ever anticipated. And I am going to go all the way to the bottom of this bin. If I remember correctly, we started all the way at the bottom. Another one. Oh my gosh. Another one. Another one. The baby one. Oh, there's some more. I was watering these regularly. I wanted to try and get as many as possible out of these bags because I know I didn't have a lot of space to grow potatoes. So I was trying to make sure that I utilized as much of my space as possible. That was another reason why I chose to do the layering method. Oh, the baby one. So far, I'm pretty happy with the results. I think this might be it. Dirt. Yeah, I think that might be it. So let me show you how many we got out of just this one bag here. That's how many we got just out of the big bag. Okay, let's do the small bag now. So this one had some onions in it too, that, as you can see, didn't grow very well. So we're just going to pull those out. They hardly grew at all, for what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see how many we got. These are also yellow gold potatoes. Some big ones in here. We did a layering method in this bin as well. My potatoes have been died off for a couple weeks. I just didn't have time to harvest them yet. And it was really rainy for a little bit, so I needed to wait for the dirt to dry out a little bit more. Still a little wet, but it's okay. I'll probably end up using most of these right away. It's not really a ton for storage. Baby ones. Oh, look at that big one. I'm sorry, my camera cut out from the heat. This is how many potatoes we've gotten from both bins. And now I'm just harvesting a few carrots here and seeing which ones are big enough. When it gets too hot, my camera cuts out. It doesn't like the sun. These are short little stubby carrots, but they're kind of cute. I'm just picking the ones that look big. See how close they are. And then I'll probably leave the rest for a little bit longer. This one. Oh. See, it looks big, but it's weirdly shaped. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest. Now let's harvest some kale. I think that I'm going to be pulling these up soon. So I am just going to chop. And we're going to harvest what we can off of these. It is very close to winter here in Canada. So I am harvesting a lot of what I've grown. I will be freezing all of this kale. I actually used some of my frozen kale the other day in some soup that I made. It was delicious. Okay, what else? Looks like I have some strawberries. I think this is good for now. Since we're in the garden, I thought I'd give you an update on my tomatoes. I have harvested so many from my tomatoes. I've been picking them while they're blushing. Like this one here, it's close. I'll probably pick this one tomorrow. I think I have about, probably 4 big huge Ziplocs in my freezer already that have ripened and that we're going to make sauce out of. There's so many. My beefsteaks under here are huge. Oh, there's another white one. So I just wanted to show you some of my tomatoes since we're out here. Zucchini plant is also a little bit done with the harvesting. There's a little tiny zucchini right here growing. Otherwise, I think it might be done for the year too. There's no really big ones anymore. Yeah. This is the big harvest of vegetables we got out of the garden today. It's quite a bit. So it's super hot today. Need to get out of the sun. I thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.